In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the Vikkel Braid bind-off that is used in the Elio Knot Tank top. The Vikkel Braid bind-off is essentially the same as the Vikkel Braid in that it creates a horizontal stitch, but now you're also binding off at the same time. So start by changing the right needle down to a smaller one because Vikkel braids tend to stretch the stitch out. I'm changing from 4mm needle to a 3.5mm needle. Before starting the bind off, make 2 Vikkel braids as setup stitches. So knit through the back of the second stitch of the left needle. Without dropping the stitch, knit through the front of the first stitch on the left needle. Pull the working yarn tight to avoid creating too much looseness. Then drop both stitches together. Then move the first stitch on the right needle to the left needle, and that's 1 Vikkel braid. Now repeat once more to make 1 more Vikkel braid. Immediately after dropping both stitches off the left needle, you're going to have 3 stitches and 2 Vikkel braids on the right needle. So move the first stitch on the right needle to the left as you normally would. Then lift the second stitch on the right needle over the first one to cover it. And that's 1 bind off. Now we just continue making 1 Vikkel braid and binding off 1 stitch until we finish the round and have no stitches left on the left needle. Then we will come back and I will show you how to make a seamless join. So we're back and I'm almost done with the round. There are 2 stitches left on the left needle, so I'm going to work them until I have none left. I have made the last Vikkel braid. I have 3 stitches on the right needle. I'm going to move the first stitch on the right needle to the left, even though I no longer have any Vikkel braids to make, just because it's easier to cover the other stitches on the right needle. Put the stitch on the left needle back on the right. Now we're going to make a seamless join using a crochet hook. From the start of the round, find the first horizontal braid that was made. So it's this one right here. Put the hook through it top to bottom. Turn it counterclockwise so that it's horizontal. Then slip the first stitch on the right needle onto the hook. Be careful not to lose it. And gently pull it through the braid from bottom to top. Be patient with it because the stitches are quite loose at this point. Then put the stitch back on the right needle. We're not done yet. Now find the last braid that was made in the round and put the hook through just the top leg, not the whole braid, top leg of the last braid. Once again, top to bottom. And put the first stitch on the right needle onto the hook and just carefully pull it through the top braid. Now when you look at the seam, it's joined pretty seamlessly and you can't really tell where one braid stops and the other starts. Now slip both stitches off the needle and just cover them as you normally would. Cut the yarn and pull it through the last stitch, pull it tight, weave in the ends, and now you're done.